Hello, and welcome to the Nature Conservancy's Legal Staff Community site. With the conversion of the intranet to Connect, we now have new ways to share materials within the legal department and to collaborate electronically. In order to further enhance the legal department's experience on Connect, we have created a legal staff community site that will be accessible only by members of the legal department. We can use this new capacity to share legal research, documents, guidance, etc. that we do not wish to make accessible to all Conservancy staff, and we can link to community sites for collaboration among legal staff. We are excited to bring the legal department together with this new community site and are looking forward to seeing it enhance our collaborative efforts. Before we move forward with exploring our new legal staff only community, let's take a look at the breakdown of how the legal department's presence on Connect will function moving forward. In front of you is the illustrated overview of how our department will exist on Connect. I will refer to this as the Legal Connect map. It may look convoluted to you now, but allow me to break it down for you so it's clearer to understand. First, the color of each section represents the level of access that you have as a Connect user from the legal department. The first section in green represents full access. The second in orange represents access for legal staff only. Lastly, the section in red represents limited access based on permissions individually delegated to you. Keep this color code in mind as we go through each section. The first section in green of the Legal Connect map illustrates our current Connect site. This is the Connect platform that we have all been working with since its migration in March of 2012. Within it are our legal department site and all of our subsequent pages. The second section on our Legal Connect map shows our new legal staff only community, where access will be restricted to only staff members of our legal department. The third and final section of our map outlines the legal communities. These are based on geographic teams, practice areas, and other areas of expertise. They will only be accessible to members of each particular community. Our legal department site, the legal staff community site, and subsequent access restricted communities are currently managed by Amy Newsock, Raquel Morales Chavez, and Roseanne Rosnowski. These individuals will be further referred to as the site administrators. Before we move on to the details of each section of the structure, it is noteworthy to point out that the great feature of the structure is that you'll be able to seamlessly browse between the legal department site, the legal staff community, and the respective communities where you're a member. Now, let's take a closer look at the new features in each section that will enhance our experience as a department on Connect. As I mentioned, the first green section shows the current Connect site. The legal department site is accessible to all TNC staff, and there are no restrictions on any users at this time. As you've explored and have become more comfortable with our legal department site on Connect, you have all likely worked with our department's homepage and the subsequent pages within it. I won't go into this section in too much detail. However, worth noting is the department site's links to legal practice teams and Contact Us. An updated link that should be brought to your attention under the About Legal page is the Legal Practice Teams page. The Legal Practice Teams page houses a list of links that sends a user to respective legal communities. This is an example of how legal staff will be able to seamlessly move from the legal department site to our legal community. These are only accessible to members of each particular legal practice team, and this will be covered in better detail in a later section. Your site administrators have created a Contact Us page where TNC staff can find how to reach out to our department if they request to upload new material or update existing material, report an issue, etc. To centralize requests and improve content management, we have created a new email address at legalconnect@tnc.org. In addition, the Contact Us page also provides a link to our new Report Request a Document upload form. In the event that you or any TNC staff have a document that you would like to be uploaded or updated on our legal department site or all staff community site, this form should be your first step. We're asking you to include some information about the material you would like uploaded, so that way we know where you want it, who authored it, and who is responsible for it. By completing this form, your document will be posted within 24 to 48 hours by one of the site administrators. These are just a few new additions that we've made to the legal department site. Now let's move on to our new legal staff community site. We'll explore the new functions that will bring to life the experience of Connect for our department. The middle section of the map represents the new legal community site. We'll take a look at it online in a moment. As I mentioned previously, this community site is accessible by legal staff only. Other TNC staff, trustees, and external partners will not be able to access the site. Now let's take a look at the legal community site homepage. Although you should be able to find the site by searching in the Communities section, found here, using legal, there have been problems with the search engine. Everyone should have received an email containing the link to the legal staff community. You should make this link a favorite, bookmarked, or have it on your desktop for easy access. To make it possible for you to find the resources for legal staff and community sites that legal teams create, we've created means on the legal staff community homepage to help you easily navigate. Please take some time to play and familiarize yourself with our homepage. In the main middle section, we have this recorded presentation embedded and a link to a written description on the site. We also have the legal community calendar. The calendar will be used primarily for events of interest to the entire legal department. Site administrators can enter dates for legal department meetings and other events. Meeting and events for a particular team should be entered on the team's calendar on their own site. On the right-hand side of the page, we have a listing of all the members of our legal staff community. Once you click Follow this community, your picture will be posted here. On the left-hand side, we have our community's navigation. Let's explore our left-hand navigation in further details, as the links housed here will allow you to connect to other parts of the site. The Operations section is intended to facilitate communication within the legal department. There are links to a legal community calendar. This calendar will mimic what is also displayed on our homepage. A link to cross-boundary legal assignments, and lastly, the legal conference page, which will contain information and registration material when the next legal conference is scheduled. The General Counselor's Corner will house a collection of guidance and emails from the General Counsel, as well as other matters that the General Counsel may wish to post for legal staff's reference. In addition, pages that are currently in development but will be available in the future include all legal staff communications, anniversaries, awards program, new hire orientation manual, and a quarterly newsletter. We'll talk more about the legal communities later, but briefly, these are sites represented in the red section of the Legal Connect map. These communities have been requested by working groups such as legal practice teams or other legal teams for document sharing and collaboration among their team members. The reference materials section will provide a place to post materials accessible only to legal staff. For example, memos, templates, or guidance documents. We've created pages for topics you see here. We will house under these topics documents that are now password protected and available on the legal department side of Connect. This section will also contain any final products developed by the legal practice teams that are for use by legal staff only. The last link along our left-hand navigation is Contact Us. The first item is the Request and Upload Document form. This is the same form we explored in the last section and serves the same purpose in order to facilitate better content management. The second item is the Request a Community Site form. We'll also cover this in more detail in a moment. The last item is the legalconnect@tnc.org email to use if you have questions about the legal department sites, both on the department side and on the community, or if you have any suggestions on how we can improve either. The site administrators will take turns monitoring this mailbox and will get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. By using the legalconnect@tnc.org email address and the document upload and request a community forms for all your Connect concerns, we'll be able to more efficiently manage the sites. Now that we have a better understanding of the structure of the legal staff community site, let's delve a level deeper to our community sites. As previously mentioned, communities can be requested by working groups, such as legal practice teams, for document sharing and collaboration among members. Since communities are created for a specific purpose, the audience will vary based on who needs to access the community. By default, only a small number of legal staff members are granted access to these communities through a set of permissions. If desired, however, any TNC employee or third party can be granted access to a particular community once it is created. If you have a team and would like a place to work on documents, schedule meetings, store agenda and minutes, complete the Request a Legal Community Site form, and one of the site administrators will contact you to assist you in setting up a site. Please do not send your request for a new community site to the Enterprise Help Desk. Legal staff should send the request by completing this form to ensure the community is linked properly to the legal department. Before sending your request, identify the legal staff member who will be responsible for managing permissions and the content for the community. This appointed individual will be set as the owner or community administrator and should function as the liaison between the community group and the site administrators. To maximize use of communities, it's important to think through the needs and understand the different tools available to properly set up the structure. Just like other sites, community administrators can set up different components within a community. Examples of such components include calendars, discussion boards, databases, library lists for documents, templates, and news. In addition, pages can be created within communities to keep content organized. During the initial step of creating a community, site administrators are available to offer assistance, training, and guidance. They will not, however, maintain the community once it is established. Site administrators have posted a list of potential communities based on the legal practice team's expertise or geographic areas. However, only a couple of these communities are active. When you look at the list here of communities, you'll see a few communities with hyperlinks. The hyperlink indicates that specific community has an active status, and its members are already using it as a tool to improve their legal practice team's workflow. If you belong to a legal practice team that is listed without a hyperlink, please discuss with your other legal practice team members the option to activate this community. The General Counsel greatly encourages practice teams to use communities to manage their workflow, document and discussions, and develop reference material. Just to give you an example of an active legal practice team, let's take a look at what the site administrators have created in collaboration with the members of Oil, Gas, Mineral, and Energy legal practice team. As you can see, we can incorporate announcements, a list of all the members, a team calendar of events and upcoming deadlines, a discussion board, and document libraries. There is a lot of room for creativity within a community site, and your site administrators are happy to help you get set up. In addition to legal practice teams, we also have other legal teams. These teams are based on geographic locations or areas of expertise. We encourage staff sitting or serving specific geographic areas to discuss the benefits of creating a community site to enhance communication and organizing material. Communities based on areas of expertise are normally managed by just one attorney and/or a group of legal staff. An example being the corporate engagements community. Like the legal practice team sites, sites based on expertise can have similar functionality. For example, in the corporate engagements community, we have created unique pages for each engagement that the attorneys are working with, like the Coca-Cola Company. This page displays some of the functional capabilities you can use within a community, like document libraries and new functions to track notes and discussions. Similar to all other communities, you can request access to expertise communities based on your area of work and needs. If an expertise community does not exist or appears inactive, please send an email to legalconnect@tnc.org to express your interest. In addition, if you have an existing community site that needs to be included, please email legalconnect@tnc.org and inform the site administrators. If you're interested in learning more about communities, TIS has an excellent page on this topic, found by searching Create a Community and Connect. Just check out the link listed at the top of this slide here. This is the conclusion of our presentation, and we hope to hear your comments and feedback via legalconnect@tnc.org. We're excited to launch this project. We hope it will help streamline information sharing within the legal department and help us become a more cohesive network in order to optimally manage information now and in the future.